Auckland, nestled on a narrow isthmus between two magnificent harbours, transformed from a frontier settlement into New Zealand's largest city. Its strategic position and rapid development turned it into the gateway to the Pacific. Today, advanced AI technology allows us to transform historic photographs and paintings into photorealistic recreations, bringing these lost streets back to life. Join me as we step into the Auckland our ancestors once knew. The Auckland Isthmus, known as Tāmaki Makaurau, meaning Tamaki desired by many, had been home to Māori for centuries. The Ngati Watua and Ngati Paua built fortified PA on the volcanic cones. At its peak in 1750, the area supported tens of thousands, making it the richest region in pre-European New Zealand. The two harbours provided abundant seafood, while fertile volcanic soil yielded rich harvests. On September 18, 1840, Governor William Hobson founded Auckland at Fort Britomart, choosing this site for New Zealand's new capital. The settlement was named after George Eden, Earl of Auckland. Paramount Chief Apihai Te Kawau of Ngati Watua Orake had signed the Treaty of Waitangi and gifted 3,500 acres for the new capital, seeking British protection. The first European settlers, William Brown and Logan Campbell, had arrived a month before Hobson. They built Acacia Cottage, Auckland's first European house. The early settlement clustered around Commercial Bay at the bottom of Queen Street. Fort Britomart was established in 1841, its garrison protecting the harbour entrance. Auckland's designation as capital spurred rapid development, but it also sparked conflict. Some Ngapuhi, particularly factions led by Hone Heke, believed the move from Russell in the Bay of Islands had hurt them economically. By March 1845, Heke attacked Russell, forcing its evacuation and creating panic in Auckland. Governor George Grey responded by establishing the Royal New Zealand Fencible Corps. Between 1847 and 1852, retired British soldiers under 48 and of good character, along with their families, arrived to create a protective ring of villages at Howick, Panmure, Otahuhu, and Onehunga. The 1860s transformed Auckland into a military base. The New Zealand Wars, stemming from tensions over Māori land rights, saw Auckland become the staging ground for the invasion of the Waikato. In 1862, construction began on the Great South Road to move troops and supplies southward. By March 1864, approximately 14,000 troops were stationed in and around Auckland, including 9,000 Imperial soldiers. This massive military presence gave an enormous boost to local commerce. The city's population grew from 1,500 in 1841 to 3,635 in 1845, then to 12,423 by 1864. Queen Street emerged as Auckland's commercial spine during the 1860s and 1870s, gradually overtaking Shortland Street. The ramshackle wooden buildings gave way to more substantial stone structures. The Auckland Art Gallery and library, hospital, churches, hotels, and commercial buildings rose throughout the city. The waterfront became increasingly industrialized, with warehouses, factories, and shipping offices clustering around what is now Britomart from the 1880s onward. Gold, kauri timber, and kauri gum dominated Auckland's economy until 1900. Gold was discovered at Thames in 1868, and by the 1890s, Waiha's Martha Mine had become New Zealand's most productive gold mine. Milling companies carved through the forests of Northland, Waitakere, and Coromandel. In 1885, sawmilling was Auckland's largest employment sector, with the city supplying 45% of New Zealand's timber production. In 1900, the peak year for kauri logging, 16 million superfeet of kauri was taken from Kaipara Harbour alone. Wellington became New Zealand's capital in 1865, a blow to Auckland's status, but not its prosperity. The city continued growing as a commercial centre. The Bank of New Zealand and New Zealand Insurance Company, both founded by Aucklanders in the early 1860s, grew rapidly. By 1881, the Bank of New Zealand handled half the nation's banking business. Boat building and marine engineering flourished. Ferries connected the city with the North Shore, encouraging new suburbs and beach resorts. The 1880s brought both boom and bust. During the boom, Auckland shed its colonial character. In the mid-1880s, a crowd of 6,000 watched the laying of the foundation stone for the new public library and art gallery, designed by Melbourne architects Granger and D'Ebro in French Renaissance style, with its distinctive mansard roof and dormer windows. The construction industry failed, wages were cut by 30 to 40%, buildings stood empty as settlers left for the gumfields or Australia. As safeguard against Auckland's cavalier finances, the government became guarantor of the Bank of New Zealand and moved its head office to Wellington. By the turn of the century, Auckland had recovered and was thriving once more. The completion of the main trunk railway line to Wellington in 1908 ended Auckland's comparative isolation, connecting it properly to the rest of the country. Working-class settlements had grown around new industries, railway workshops in Newmarket, brickworks and potteries in West Auckland. Middle-class suburbs expanded along tramway and railway lines, with affluent families heading for Epsom, Remuera and the North Shore. The Auckland Domain became the city's green heart, with the magnificent Auckland War Memorial Museum rising there in 1929. The Civic Theatre, one of the world's most elaborate atmospheric theatres, opened in 1929, reflecting Auckland's growing sophistication and appetite for entertainment. The impressive Auckland Town Hall had been completed in 1911, designed by Australian architects J. Clark and Sons in Edwardian Baroque style, its great hall becoming renowned for its exceptional acoustics. By the early 1900s, Auckland's population exceeded 100,000. The city sprawled across the isthmus, connected by an extensive network of trams and suburban railways. The waterfront bustled with ships loading kauri timber, dairy products, meat and wool for export. Auckland had transformed from a frontier garrison into New Zealand's economic powerhouse, a fully realised city ready to dominate the nation's commerce throughout the 20th century.